Hello, good evening. Good evening. Hey there, Ellie, how are you? Hey, Queen of Success, I like that. Is that Michelle? Hey, Just Be Real, how are you? Give me 45. I know I'm late. Y'all just came in. If I had a private jet, I could get back quicker. Y'all gonna buy me a private jet? I'm just joking. Hey there. Okay, 45 minutes, Just Be Real, okay? Because I know I'm just getting in. Hey there, Stevie Bananas, how are you? Hey, Mary and Ralph, and who else we got here? Hey, Alma, how are you? Kate Cole, good evening. DK and Carolyn and Misty. Feel like we're the Walton clan, huh? Free indeed. Hey there, thank you. And Tiana, you got my book? Oh, thank you. 45. Give me 45 minutes. Hey, Crystal, and hey, Miss Shirley, hey. Let me see, and Robin and Kay Cole, and okay, I already said that. Yeah, the Walton family, the Rainbow Tribe. Hey, Renee, how are you? Okay, and Renee and Ellie and Christina and Macy. Sorry for your loss, Renee. Sorry for your loss. Our condolences to you. Julie, and who else we got? Ruby, and hey, Luba, how are you? Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. Let's see who else we got. Hey, Soaring Feather and Last May. Okay, let me look. Last May. Okay, I'm gonna jack this up. So you correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Las Mejores Coponeras. Was I right? Las Mejores Coponeras. Did I get that right? Hi, lovely one. And Dane, how are you? And Jonay, what a pretty name. Hey, Sarah. And let's see, Loving Me. I'm looking younger. Hey, now are you a girl or Latinas? Okay, so I'm assuming you're a girl. Hey, girl. Whatever your topic you want, whatever topic you want, Ellie. Tonight is night for question and answers. You ask me whatever you want to ask me. Usually I do topics through the week and then I leave it open for you guys to ask me questions on Sunday. You enjoy my videos? Thank you, Miss Crystal. I appreciate it. Hi, love and happiness. You said there you go. Most people on here survive narcissism. Is Chia the best Latina couponers? Oh, cool. Okay. Did I say it right when I said it? I got it right. Hey. Took tonight off. Doctor's orders. Listen tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope you feel better. Hey, Mr. John, how are you? And was that Eve from the Netherlands? How are you? And okay, let me get it right. Diamond. Atlanta. All right. My son is in Atlanta. My son lives in Atlanta. Holly. Hey there. And Carolyn. And Ledier. And Plex. New Orleans. Okay, from the boot. Hey. Exquisite gem. I like that. Oh, yeah. What about, so did you guys get the opportunity to watch the movie I Am Mother? Tell me what you guys think about that movie. Did you guys get to see the movie I Am Mother? Remember, that was you guys' homework from last week. Chia said, how do you co-parent when an ex-narc abuses our daughter? He's 25, I'm 33. That's going to require some questions to your lawyer, because you may have to hire a psychologist to do an assessment. So check it out. You might have to talk to your lawyer and talk to them about some assessments on your child to prove that there's abuse going on, even though you know. It was a weird movie. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you so much. So did you guys get to see the movie I Am Mother? Remember, I was telling you guys that's your homework. You guys do your homework? Oh, you just hopped on, got on early morning. Okay. Well, you be safe, Miss Holly. What do you think of your ex-narc and kids? Can narc be a good father? They'll pretend it, but you got to remember, everything that they do it for a reason. So they can appear as good parents, they can look as good parents. Who's the judge that they're good parents or not? What do you consider a good parent? Some of them will present themselves as good parent, but you have to think that what is the game behind the parenting? There's a reason they do everything they do for a reason. Everything they do for a reason. So, okay, Miss Holly, but everything they do for a reason. So the kids are a pawn in the game. It's sad to say because the children love their parents. They do. And children don't know any better. So they don't know when one parent is abusing another parent or when a child is being used in a game to hurt the other parent. And that's the most painful thing to a child. After, think about it, a lot of you guys didn't know that's what was going on until you became older. And when you look back as you got older and you got more knowledgeable, you understood what was happening when you have a narcissistic parent. And the sad part about it is it's hard. How can you tell a child that the other parent has a personality disorder? Or how can you tell a child that something is wrong with their parent? You can't. They love their parents and they feel obligated to their parents. But you have to remember, a narcissistic parent, thank you, 40 minutes. But a narcissistic parent, something is wrong with them. Think about it. There is something mentally wrong, emotionally. Hey, TMG, there's something psychologically wrong with this individual. They have a personality disorder. So they don't look at the kids the same way the average person looks at a child. So when you say, can they truly be a good father or can they truly be a good mother? When they have narcissistic personality disorder, the child is being used in a game to hurt you. And so they'll do everything that they possibly can to hurt you because they know that you care about your child. So the thing that you care about the most is the thing that parent will attack. And what they'll do is they may not attack them the way that you think that they're attacking them. They'll love bomb them. They'll buy them things. They'll take them places. They'll make it pleasurable for them. But what's the biggest thing that they can do to hurt you? To try to take your child, right? And then if they get the child, which we're not gonna believe that happens, if they get the child, eventually the child realizes that the parent never did want the child the way that they thought that they wanted the kid. And so you have to think about that for a minute. You see what I mean? Yeah, it comes with strings. Absolutely. It comes with strings. Hey there, Coco G. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Yeah, alienation. That is right there. That's what parental alienation is. What they do is, think about it, what you guys, if you don't mind me talking about it, but what you guys have been through, the love bombing stage, the trauma bonding stage, the discard, the ghosting, they do the exact same thing to children. But children's minds are not equipped to be able to handle that type of psychological pain the way, even though we're not equipped to handle it either, but a young child is not, thank you so much, 1977 Playmate. But a child's mind is not able to handle that type of stress. You see what I mean? And so the way that the parent will love bomb a child is they'll buy them everything that they ask. They'll make their time pleasurable, but they'll pull on the child's heart. They'll pull on the child's emotions, and they'll make the child feel obligated, or they'll use fear to make the child fearful so the child will not tell secrets or will not tell what they're doing or saying. They'll do the same thing. Just like you do no contact, what they do is they cut communications between you and your child. Let's say you guys have visitations. They'll try to cut communication so the child, you don't have any influence on the child, so they have access to the child more than you do, and they can say and do, scare the child, manipulate the child. That's the trauma bonding part. They'll yell and scream, and then I love you so much, and then they'll spend time with them, and then they'll trauma bond them. So that's the same thing they do to adults, right? And then the child's got this fog, right? So the child now has a fog, just like you guys had a fog. That's why you guys had to go no contact to lift that fog and that confusion. Well, imagine dealing with a young mind, where a young mind does not understand that type of trauma, only to figure out that the parent doesn't love them the way that they thought that the parent would love them, that the parent is using them to get back at you because the parent is not capable of loving anyone. And then they have got the child to side with them. That's the parental alienation, by pulling them away from you, getting the child to side with them, so that the child now, every time you get the child back, the child is angry. The child is they talk back. act. They're very rebellious. They're angry. It's almost like they feel guilty loving you because of what the narcissist has said to them. And so, you guys have to get a good support system. Get a lawyer that understands parental alienation. Find a lawyer that understands high conflict and domestic violent relationships. You have to spend time. Yeah. Well, Munchausen syndrome by proxy is when a parent makes the child sick in order for them to get the attention. What you're talking about is trauma bonding. What you're talking about is the syndrome. Come on, you guys, help me out. There's another term for trauma bonding where the child feels obligated to the offender, where the child feels obligated to or the person feels obligated to the abuser. It's called come on, you guys, help me out. Stockholm syndrome. It's called Stockholm syndrome. And so, yeah, Stockholm syndrome. So the child has Stockholm syndrome. That's the trauma bonding. They have Stockholm syndrome. And so, yeah, Stockholm syndrome. And so the child now has Stockholm syndrome because they're being abused by one of the parents, but they feel obligated to the parent because of the fact that they love the parent. And so as we with normal thinking minds, we understand that the child loves the parent, but the child doesn't understand something is wrong with the parent and that the parent does not have the capacity to love them or love anybody else that's with them, and that the child is being used to hurt the other parent. And so it's very important that you guys spend time with your children. You're not going to be able to tell the child that the other parent, there's something wrong with the other parent, because number one, the child's not going to believe you because the parent looks very normal, and that the parent loves them so much. But think about the addiction that you guys have. And when you're coming out of a relationship with a narcissist, how you guys have withdrawal symptoms, right? You guys have the withdrawal syndrome, the withdrawals that you have. A child has it too, but a child has never been addicted to drugs. Now that they're addicted to a person because the person got them addicted to them. And it's really sad, because the sad part about it is you can't tell a child that the parent doesn't love anybody. They can't love each other. I mean, they cannot love anybody, nor can they bond with anybody. Kids love their parents. They love their parents. Does that make sense? Hopefully, I know that was like a big old giant conversation, but that was just to interject because the way that you asked the question it wasn't an easy answer. Eve, it wasn't an easy answer. And so that I just wanted to kind of give you an idea. When you ask, can they now you say, can they be a good father? Now you have to think, after all that I said, you determine that. Now you have to determine that, the same thing that the narcissist does to you is the exact same thing they do with a child, but a child mentally and emotionally is not mature enough to be able to handle that. As Julie said, it's amazing how the narcissist even rejects kids and they try harder to please the narcissist parent. True brainwashing. Yep. I hate the term damaged goods, because a lot of times when you assign that term damaged good to people, think about it. If somebody said that you're damaged goods, your mind will always think, I'm never going to be good enough for anybody. No one is ever going to love me because I'm damaged goods. So they're not damaged goods. They're hurt. Psychologically they've been injured, but that damaged goods sounds so permanent because it makes it seem like, especially for a young child, for you to say that a child is damaged goods, they grow up thinking, I'm never going to be there for, hey, Nashia, but I'm not good enough, or I'll never be, I'm too damaged for anybody. No one will ever love me. You see what I mean? Elizabeth said, it's like give a child to Satan. Hello. Hey, these kids know things that they shouldn't. Yeah, they're exposed to stuff prematurely. They're exposed to things that they're too young to be exposed to. And then because of the fact that these narcissists, a lot of them teach them secrets, they feel afraid to tell because they've been exposed to things that they shouldn't have been exposed to. And so now the child is afraid to say anything because, a narcissist can have a horrible rage and anger to scare the child into silence. That's abuse. Mary said, counseling, will they change? A narcissist won't change. No, that's a permanent personality dysfunction or disorder. So counseling is not going to change a narcissist. Absolutely not. But for a person that has been abused, just like you guys and children, yes, a child can recover from abuse if you get them into counseling early enough. You get them into counseling and the counselor and, get 30 minutes. Okay. Get them into counseling. But then you also have to watch and pay attention whether or not that through that type of trauma, whether or not they thank you, TMG. But you have to make sure that they're not developing the traits of or the narcissistic personality disorder. Queen has a question. Okay, Queen, put your question up. Glitter Girl said, no, they don't change. That's what kept me in the relationship, thinking they would change. It wasn't me. Right. Hey, Terry. I'm just getting in here. I have about 40 minutes left. But you know what? Most people that do not, we don't even know what normal really is anymore. You know what I mean? You say you're normal. What does that mean? What are we gauging normal on? Right. But the average person that does not have a personality disorder, that's pretty, functional in their thinking, when we get into a relationship, you do get in that's why narcissists, when you're dealing with a narcissist, hope is the last thing to go, because they know that you have hope. So you have hope, you give them chances. I know you can change. I'm gonna stick in there with you. She or he has been hurt. She or he has been abused, been damaged. And so I know I have hope that you're going to change. That's what they ride off of, that hope, because they know that hope is the last thing to go. Once the hope is gone, you're gone. 40 minutes. Okay. My clock doesn't work. 40 minutes. Thank you. No, she was telling me the time, Telsha. I was going with the time that Just Be Real put up there. And the last thing, I don't know if it was 40 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm sorry. 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm going with your time. I think that was the last thing I read. I was reading comments. I was going. I got to explain myself to you. Just keep me on time. 30 minutes. Okay. Keep me on time. Narcissists love to aggravate. Absolutely. Ms. Luba said, what was it you called the child who is spoiled by the narcissist? You had a name for that. The one who gets everything they want. The golden child. Yeah, the golden child a lot of times will also develop narcissistic personality disorder. Not all the time, but sometimes they do too. But the golden child is under a lot of pressure to conform. So that golden child is not really, the golden child is the one that's being groomed. That's the one that's being groomed. The golden child, yes. Queen, let me see. Okay, hold on. Queen, let me go back and find your question. Give me a second. Let me scroll through here. Y'all gonna make me work. Okay. Is it Queen of Success? Is Queen of Success? I'm struggling because since leaving my I'm assuming you said 9-year marriage of narcissist abuse, I react and get angry. If there is danger or if someone tries to hurt my child, what can I do? Well, first of all, that sounds a lot like post-traumatic stress disorder, but I'm not assessing you, so I'm not sure. You have to get assessed by a mental health provider as to what you need to do. You need to get into counseling. You guys know that I do have a link underneath my YouTube channel, which is www, and it's betterhelp.com. / Dr. Carmen. And for those of you that can't find a counselor, you can find a licensed counselor. They do online counseling. They do Skype. They do FaceTime. And it's at a nominal fee. A nominal fee. The scapegoat is the one that usually is the one that everybody thinks is the troublemaker. But let me get back to this real quick. But it's a nominal fee, it's a small fee, but you can vet the counselors, let them know that you are looking for a counselor that specializes in trauma, psychological abuse, domestic violence. You can do that. And you can find that on betterhelp.com / Dr. Carmen. And so, because to advise you, I need a session with you in order to determine the details of the relationship. To give you advice like that would be something that I would have to, can you use me? You can email me and I can send you my information about coaching and counseling depending on where you are. I cannot counsel outside of the state of Washington. I do coaching, but I cannot do counseling outside of the state of Washington. So coaching. And so, you can send me an email. I can send you information if you would like to work with me. So a lot of times when you're asking for advice, I give you information, but when you want strategies, when you want advice, when you want strategies and advice and stuff like that, that requires you to contract with me so that I can help you and you can plan and make strategies on your escape, on my recommendations, and finding other resources to help you with that. So a lot of times when you guys are asking for advice and strategies, I don't give that out. You have to contract with me so that I can give it. That's not something that you just put on videos, because you got to remember that narcissists watch these videos too. So if I'm giving you something really, think about it. If I'm giving you strategies, somebody's watching. Who's to say your narcissist is not watching and they know the strategies you're going to use to get out, or the strategies or what you need to. I give you basic information on these videos, okay? So some things I won't go in detail with because it's for your safety, okay? It's for your safety. Let's see. And then about the scapegoat. The scapegoat is the one that knows what's going on. They're the ones that rebel against the abuser. And so those are the ones that are usually where the family all joins together and they're focused on the troublemaker, the one that causes the most problems. But the scapegoat is also the one that points their finger at the elephant in the room. They're not ones that try to hide it. They're the ones that just tell it like it is. Those are the ones that usually agitate the narcissist. So then they become the problematic individual. So that's what the scapegoat is. Let's see. Eve said, it's good. I pretty much know, but it's hard to think that he doesn't really love them. They can't love anybody. They don't even love their own self. That's the sad part. You have children by these individuals and they really they're not able to have empathy or compassion. They don't have the ability to bond with their own children. That is the hardest thing for those of you that have children by a narcissist. That's the most painful and hardest reality to have to accept, because you love your baby and you're hoping and you're trying to make it as normal as possible for your children and encourage them to love their parents. But it's really, really hard to accept that the other parent, the narcissist parents, really do not have the ability to love anybody, to include their own children. Their own children are pawns or pieces on a chessboard to hurt you. That's the hardest thing that, you guys have to, as much as you can, protect your children from, because the children don't understand. They love both parents. They love both parents. And that's heartbreaking. That's very hard for a lot of mothers and fathers, whoever they've gotten in a relationship with that's a narcissist. So I'm really, I wish I can make it better or say something better. But the reality is, the truth is what the truth is. The reality is what the reality is. And it's very painful. It is what it is. Diamond said, I've been getting fraudulent calls from Social Security and was getting these types of calls till I blocked the ex-narc on everything. Would you think this is a part of hoovering? Girl, I done got a couple of Social Security calls talking about your Social Security number is going to be canceled. How do you cancel somebody's narcissist? How do you cancel someone's narcissist? That should be a topic. No, how do you cancel somebody's Social Security number? That is a... those are not hackers. What do you call it? Scammers. That's a scam. That right there, the call from the Social Security Department to cancel your Social Security number, that right there is a scam. Everybody's starting to get those calls. So that's not the narc. Could be some narcs who know, but it's not your narc. So just letting you know that I've been getting those calls too. I got a couple of ones. I just blocked them. Golden Child. Yes, Golden Child. Phyllis said, so sad. I did so much trying to make her love me. You know what? You don't try to force nobody to love you. If they can't love you on your own, if you can't, I don't do online counseling. No, I don't. Phyllis, you can't make somebody love you. If you got to try to make somebody love you, it's not worth your time. You're worth more than that. Remember that. You're worth more than that. You shouldn't have to make anybody try to love you. You don't make anybody love you. They're either going to love you or they're not. The sad part is if you're rejecting, they don't want to love you. Okay, so let it be. There's somebody out there that's going to love you. But you don't try to make people love you. If you got to make somebody love you, it's not even worth your time. That's not worth your time. You're more valuable than that. The link to the counselors, if you actually go to all my, well, after I post my YouTube video, when you go to the YouTube links on any of my videos, the recent videos, if you look, it's betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. And there's a link there. When you link onto that, it is a small fee. I don't, and then for those of you, my angel in Canada, she let me know that if you let them know you're having financial difficulties, they will also give you a discount. Okay, they'll give you a discount, but they will connect you with licensed counselors. This is worldwide, well, global, and they will connect you with licensed counselors, and you can do counseling on the phone. You can do counseling Skype or FaceTime, I think it is, for a fee. And it's probably a little less expensive than hiring me to be your coach. You know, some of you, I understand financially, you're not able to do it at this particular time. And those of you that can do it, you want me to answer all the questions and coach you and provide you with a lot of advice on here. You guys got the contract with me. And then I'll open up the floodgates and give you answers and stuff and strategies. Okay, let's see. Alexis, you said, I'm hitting on every point. Good, good. PFG said, malignant narcs are pure evil. Sadomasochists love to cause you pain again and again. A narcissist loves to cause you pain, period. A narcissist thrives off of your pain. The more pain they can cause, the more empowered they feel. That's where they get their power from. That's why we were over here talking about kids. The more pain they can cause, the more they torment your kids, and the kids don't know they're being tormented, but you know the kid's being tormented, or the more they can hurt that kid, the more they get a reaction from you, because they know that that's someone that you value. They don't value the children like you do. But the more pain that they can cause, the more empowered they feel, the more strength they feel. Do anything makes narcissists have pain? Yeah, the discard and unexpected discard and narc injury. You know, if you cause them a narc injury that causes them to be exposed, yeah, and then going no contact and not coming back, that right there torment them. Your success torments them. Your success and your growth, when you start succeeding, torments them because they can't believe they couldn't destroy you. That torments them. Not you physically doing something. You're trying to figure out, a lot of times, people try to figure out how to get back at them. The more you try to get back at them, the more you keep getting pulled into the game with them. And really, they don't sleep, they don't rest. And they'll take you on a roller coaster ride and they'll wear you out. Your best success at hurting them, truly hurting them, is being successful and moving forward. When you are healed, and you could care less about them and you succeed, and they finally figure out that no matter what they done, it didn't destroy you, that's what torments them. That's what torments them. And a lot of them will hoover you again because you done fill back up with fuel. So now they want to tap into that fuel you filled up with. Diamond said, why after they discard you, are they still obsessed with you and have moved on? They're not obsessed with you. You were probably good fuel. Or it was a premature, they discarded you, but they're trying to keep you in their circle. They're trying to keep you in that circle. So not obsessed with you. They're trying to keep you in that circle. So if they want to come back, if it doesn't work out, they want to come back and re-hoover you. That's what they want to do. Glitter Girl said, no wonder he was so mad when I started to persevere in my life last week. Absolutely. You torment them when you grow, when you heal, when you Coco G says so true. They think they own you. Oh, in their mind they know they own you. You belong to them till death do us part. You are mine. That's how they see you. But yes, your growth and your healing torments them. Oh, JT, bless your little heart. Let's see. Michelle said, I'm no longer with the narc. It's been a year, but I think about him every day because you're withdrawing. You got narcissistic fleas. You're still scratching. So yes, you are detoxing. Luba said, is it almost impossible to have a normal conversation with a person who's a narcissist? Oh, absolutely. They mix everything up and you can never get a straight answer. It's a Twilight Zone movie. Never, ever trust a narcissist. If you've discarded them, stay no contact. Don't go back. Don't have a conversation. There is no such thing as a casual conversation. Go watch my video. I did one. There is no such thing as a casual conversation with a narcissist. They're either hoovering you or they're trying to get back in. But there is no such thing. There's always a reason why. There's always an arterial motive. 15 minutes? Okay. There's always an arterial motive as to why they're talking to you. Tiki. Hi, Miss Tiki. What a pretty name. I need help. My husband is a narcissist and we have kids. I had a full breakup today and left with my kids to my mom's, but I have to go back due to my daughter's birthday this Saturday. You're going to have to get you some legal assistance. You're going to have to connect with a domestic violence advocate or get you a legal advocate, and you're going to have to get some legal advice. You're going to have to get some legal advice at some legal advice on how to get out of that. You're going to have to figure out how to get out of that. Julie said booty caller cash is what they want. Oh, not necessary. That's not what they want. They want fuel. Alexa says, what if the narc changes his number after he contacted me and I told him how I felt, gave him silent treatment, ignored, and changed number when before I had no contact? We had a 7-month-old daughter. I'm not sure what the question was. Okay, rewrite that and so I know what the question was. Let's see. Nola, all right then, New Orleans. Let's see. Karen said, help. I found out he was a married man. We had been seeing each other for a year. Once I exposed him to his wife, it was over between us. He blocked me. No apology. How do I get closure? You're not going to get closure with a narcissist. You were the secondary supply. You were the secondary supply. His wife is the primary supply. He's not going to mess up his primary supply. She provides the most fuel. And so having done that, he'll cut you off, but he's already got, he's already got other sources of supply. And so she's the main source of supply. He's not going to mess up his main source of supply. Now, if she leaves, that's on her. But you won't get any closure looking for closure for him. He's not going to give you closure nor an apology. You're going to have to heal from this yourself. Yeah, you're going to have to heal from it yourself and find your own closure. They never give you closure. Glitter Girl said, Dr. Bryant, do you believe in a final discard? Yeah, there are such things as a final discard. Yes, there is a final discard. For some of them won't come back, and some of them always come back. And some of them wait a long time. They can hoover you after like 10. I think there was one lady long time ago. She made the cut. Her and I, she emailed me and she said, or she said it on here, but she said that after 20 years, the guy hoovered her. 20 years. She had been no contact, had never seen this guy anymore, and he hoovered her after 20 years as if nothing ever happened. She's, I cannot believe this, but that's how they are. They're very, very entitled. They're very, very, very entitled. Where'd the comments go? Let's see. Stevie Banana says, when you demand an apology, that's not going to work. When you demand an apology, you're giving them fuel. No, you're giving them fuel. Let's see. Yeah, when you break up, you never go back. Linda Finister said, it wasn't hard for me once I found out about the narcissist. I went no contact and still no contact. Who wants to dance with the devil? Go, girl. Warriors of narcissism. From my experience, finding other things to do. Do our children, cooking, traveling? Absolutely. Find other things to preoccupy that space. Once that narcissist leave, it's like gaps in your life, like gaps and holes and wounds. So you have to find, because they've taken up a lot of your time. So in those places that person is no longer at, begin to invest your time in other stuff. If you have children, a lot of you guys are so focused on the discard, on the pain. Some of you guys are ignoring your kids. Make sure that you you spend time with your children, because your children need healing too, and develop a relationship with your kids. Find things to do. There's a lot of things you may have not done. Do something. Find a pottery class. Make a cup. Send me a cup. Make me a cup. And then I'll show everybody the cup you made. But I'm just joking. But find something to do. Find something to do. If you guys like makeup, if you like hair, go to cosmetology school, watch videos. 10 minutes? Okay. Watch videos. Thank you, guys. Watch videos, find something to do. DIY projects. I learned a lot of, I make facial products. So a lot of the facial products that I learned how to make, I got on Pinterest, and I got boards for furniture. I got clothes. I got wigs. I got makeup. I got candle making. And that's all the stuff that I do. And so I make boards, and then I experiment. So I make facial products, and I make jewelry. And so, that's where I learned how to do a lot of in designs and stuff like that, and recipes. Now I don't like cooking. I can cook a little bit, but I don't like cooking. So recipes are not something that you'll find on my Pinterest. But you find stuff to do to occupy your time, occupy that space that is now. Because if you don't occupy that space, they have an opportunity to come back into that empty space. Hi, Miss UK. Hey there. Let me see. Chanel said, what to expect when you caused a narcissistic injury and cut off all contact and access. Be prepared. There's a possibility they may come back with a vengeance, because if you hurt them, if you cause a narc injury, they're going to try to get back at you. Or try to, you don't ever, to them, you don't hurt me, I hurt you. So be prepared. There's a possibility they may try to attack you. So just be prepared. Never put your guards down. Hey, Cat's Meow. Thank you so much. See, when you write your comments in there, it goes outside of the box. So I can't read all your comments. All I can see is, what do I do when the narcissist has, and then arrested on fake charges. And so like most of this sentence is cut off. And I know we had that problem with yours before as well, but I can't read the rest of the comment because it's cut off, like it's too long in the box. So I apologize. Dr. Bryant's website to the counselors is www, and it's betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. And that is not, that's to counselors. That's not to me. That's to counselors. It's a sponsored link for me. Yeah, personal growth, working on yourself, absolutely. Hey, Laquetta, loving this, Dr. Carmen. So much confirmation. I'm in my feelings right now, because I just found out via Facebook that he has a new girlfriend and brought her around his family after 2 months of discarding. Don't worry. She's going to feel the wrath of the narcissist. Don't let it bother you. I know it's hard. It's easy to say that. Well, it's not easy to say that. I had to go through it, but it's easy to say, and hard to do, because I know it hurts your heart. But trust you me, I promise you this, she's going to go through what you went through. They don't change. So she's going to go through what you went through. You're going to see him mirror her. So it's going to look like he totally changed. And then the question becomes, thank you guys for the notification. Thank you, Just Be Real. But you're going to think that he's changed and he loves her more and everything is better, and it's not. All he's doing is mirroring her, and he's adjusting himself to her. Not you. Now he's adjusting himself to her. And so it's just a matter of time, and she's going to go through the same thing. How long she's going to stay, who knows? Let's see. Coco G said, Dr. Carmen, all your videos have helped so much. You're great. If it wasn't for your time and videos, I don't know what we would have done. What we would have done. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, they did. Exactly. Stevie Banana said she did you a favor. Absolutely. Arlene, Canadian Angel. Oh, yep, you're live. Oh, that's my little Canadian angel right there. I'm gonna meet you one day. Let's see. Macy F said, all these women going through this crap, poor thing. Men too. Men go through this too. There was a guy who shared his story on here and invited me to look at his, he was telling his story. And women can be vicious. And so, women can be very vicious when it comes to abusing men as well. Really bad. We can be petty. Women can be petty, and dramatic. Oh, Stevie Banana said he's that guy. See? Tell him, Stevie. Tell me that women can be just as bad as men or worse. Because women can be very dramatic. You had a covert somatic narc? I'm so sorry. Tasha said, would I like 15 more minutes? Just be real. No, I'm just let me do 5 minutes. Let me do 5 minutes because I came on late and I'm tired and my eyeballs are burning. So I'm gonna do the 5 minutes, okay? I'm gonna get off in 5 minutes, you guys. Okay? Hey, Miss Ernestine, how are you? Sorry about the misspelling early. It's 12 a.m. That's okay. I understood what you were saying. Hopefully I answered your question. Glitter Girl said Chanab A. That's exactly right. That happened to me years ago before I knew what narcissism was. See, and a lot of times you're going through this. There are people that have went through this for years and years and years, had no idea what this was. Most of us did not understand what this was and how can a person do this, and then nobody believe you. That's the other part. Nobody believe you. Lawyers don't believe you. Friends and family don't believe you. People around you don't believe you. And especially the narcissist has pulled other people to make you sound like you're the crazy one. You're the one with the problem. That's the hard part, is to be re-victimized and for everything to be turned back around on you. Now people think that you're 4 minutes. Okay, now people think that you're the crazy one. You're the one with the problem. Especially if they're smear campaigning you to other people, you feel like the victim, like you've done something wrong. And then the first thing most people say is, I know I wasn't a perfect person in the relationship, and I know I had some faults, but you don't have to explain yourself. All of us are imperfect people, but then there are some people that are just malicious. And when I say malicious, the narcissist is malicious. You're preparing the credits? Tasha, I think Just Be Real done rubbed off on you, boss ladies. I think Just Be Real has rubbed off on you. But so yeah, you're supposed, you were the crazy one. Absolutely. But think about it. If a person has harassed you and abused you so much, by the time someone meets you, you do look like the crazy one. And then they calm down. Hey, Soaring Feather. But then they calm down. They calm down and they let you look crazy. They let you look like you're the crazy one, right? And so most people think you're the one with the problem. 3 minutes? Okay. So Miss Linda says, so you can be a mixture of two different narcissists. Yeah, it's the same narcissist. It's just that you may have one, that is strictly cerebral, which is a thinker. They're intellectual. They get fuel out of thought. They may not be interested in sex very much. They may use sex for to pull a person in or to hook them, but they're not interested in sex like that. They're thinkers. They get thought fuel. So they like to manipulate and play games with the mind. That brings them a lot of fuel. It makes them feel empowered. Then you have the other one who is a somatic narcissist. 2 minutes. Somatic narcissists are usually the ones that are into sex, that they dress, they have to be seen. They're flamboyant, everybody's got to see me, and then you do have those that fluctuate between back and forth between somatic and cerebral, back and forth. You do have somatic narcissists that are cerebral as well, that are very intelligent. They're very manipulative, so they appear to be very intelligent. And so you do have those that fluctuate back and forth. Also, they depending on the situation that they need to be cerebral versus being somatic, And so Miss Tiki said, I'm so hurt, I'm scared, looking over 15 years of marriage to know he's like this. You did answer my question. I'm an empath, so I started feeling like I did something wrong when I know I didn't. See, make sure you find 1 minute. Make sure you find a good support system. Find you a domestic violence advocate. Find you a domestic violence group, or agency. and begin to give them the information. They understand, a lot of them do not understand narcissist abuse yet, but when you describe it, it's like giving them the definition without giving them the word. So when you begin to describe, like, they're very psychologically abusive, controlling, manipulating, when you begin to give them the definition versus giving them the term. Don't say narcissist abuse, or don't say, triangulation and trauma bonding. Use the definition. This is what I'm going through. I'm going through, being tormented, and then being being tormented, and then back and forth being manipulated. Use the word manipulated. So a lot of times when you're dealing with people that need to help you, use the definition. Don't use the word, use the definition. And that's a lot of times how you can get help. Time, okay. So my time is up, y'all. They're throwing the clock at me. Tractor trailers over the clock. Telsha, I think just be real. You have influenced Telsha. You two right here, throwing clocks and throwing timers down on the floor and stumping it and knocking chairs over. Telsha, you have been influenced by Just Be Real. Y'all too. Yep, you guys have. Well, you guys, so I'm getting ready to get off. And so thank you. Yeah, my time is at Linda done joined in over here. But hey, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm tired, you guys. And that's this time I just wanted to stay on track because I was tired. I'm tired and I was just coming in. So you see, I don't have the lighting up. So my lighting isn't set up. So I'm not over here glowing. And then I'm half in the camera because I can't get my cameras together. But so I didn't have my lights on today. So I just came straight in and got on the camera when I came in the door. And so I'm a little tired. And so I just wanted to thank you guys for being here with me. I'm glad you were here too, Miss Luba. I hadn't seen you in a long time too. Yeah, go back and rewatch. But thank you guys. Hey, Mimi. Thank you guys for your time. You guys are here. I would have been here sitting talking by myself. But you guys, do beautiful people need beauty rest? Well, if you're truly beautiful on the inside, I mean, we all need rest now, don't get me wrong. But if you're truly beautiful on the inside, nothing's going to mess that beauty up. Unless you mess your own beauty up and become ugly, because we got some ugly, pretty people, But everybody needs rest, So thank you so much, Diamond. But thank you guys. Well, hello there from Germany. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys so much for joining in with me. Thank you guys so much for asking questions and causing me to think and analyze. I really appreciate it. Yeah, ugly goes to the bone. You ain't lying. Got ugly bones too. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys too. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys for always making me think. You guys make me think and giving me an opportunity and giving me, topics to talk about. I want you guys to heal. I really do. It's a long, arduous process a lot of times, especially if you've been in these relationships for a long time. And so I like to spend time because that's why I have so many videos there that sometimes you may have to go back and listen to some videos again until it really registers with you. But as you watch these videos or other people that you do like Associate Direct, Sarah Speaks, Angie Atkinson, Dr. Les Carter, Melanie Tonya Evans, whoever else you like, if they're making an impact and you're feeling more positive, you feel empowered when you finish watching the videos, then those are the people that you need to be listening to and hearing what they have to say. Yeah, and you feed yourself with that because that is pumping out that old information and it's empowering you and making you feel empowered and making you feel better. And so a lot of you are saying that about watching them, you feel more empowered, you feel strong. And some of you actually, Little Shaman, I like her too. And so just remember that a lot of you be quiet, just be real. But a lot of times, when you watch, you begin to feel empowered. You begin to feel normal again. Yeah, I'm coming to my final close. You know how the pastor says now in my closing for the third time. Y'all leave me alone. But no, I just want you guys to be empowered. I want you to be strengthened. It takes time, but I don't mind getting and studying. Associate Direct, I like him too because he's a guy that has been through it. So I want you guys to heal. I want you guys to be able to smile again. I want you guys to be able to come and joke with me and joke with yourself. Laugh sometimes. Some of you guys haven't laughed in a long time. I want you guys to enjoy yourself. I like to crack jokes. You guys know when I'm recording, there's nobody in the office but me and the fish. You hear the fish tank in the back. I laugh at my own self, so I can make myself laugh. If y'all don't want to laugh, I'm going to laugh at myself. You guys have to be able to do that. Oh, I love you guys too. Don't worry. So that's all I have to say for this evening. Oh, yeah, and Helen Sadler. How can I forget my mentor? Please, oh my gosh, forgive me. My favorite person to watch on YouTube is my mentor, Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. How can I have forgot? Please forgive me. I meant no dishonor to my mentor. So please, you guys, go to my mentor's YouTube channel. It is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. She is the presiding prelate. She is the senior pastor at my church. And she brings it to you from a biblical and spiritual perspective. A lot of you guys have spiritual questions, biblical questions. A lot of you have questions because you're Christians and you're in Christian marriages, or you think you're in a Christian marriage and you have questions about divorce and you have questions like that. She will give you information. She is very, very knowledgeable and very good. And her and I partner, and I do the clinical side, and she does the biblical and spiritual side. Very powerful. That is my spiritual mother. Come on, you guys. I'm an apple that doesn't fall far from the tree. If you meet any of her spiritual son and daughters, you will see that we don't fall far from the tree. She's very powerful woman, and I love her, and I hope you guys love her too. Yeah, betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen, and it is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. Please subscribe to her channel and share her videos, okay? Thank you. I took these glasses off. Them letters got by microscopic. I can barely see. I can see I have 20/20. I have x-ray vision tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for being here, okay? And thank you guys so much. You say you can't wait to see y'all in church someday, Doc, local to Issaquah. Well, come and visit. Go look on Facebook. It is Into His Chambers Global Ministries. Or you can look for Apostle Helen Sadler. You be more, please come and visit us. Oh my gosh, you would be so welcome there. You would love us and we would love on you. So who is that? That's, who is that who said that? Let me find you. Dane, you make sure you come and visit us. Go look on Facebook and you get the address. We're there on Tuesdays, which is prayer night. Thursday is Bible study, starts at 6 o'clock prayer, 7 o'clock start service. And then on Sundays, service starts about 11, 12 o'clock. 11, 12 o'clock. You come and visit us, Dane. You promise you coming? So you make sure when you come, I usually sit in the back by the door. So when you can't miss me, you know what I look like. So, but you just tap me and let me know who you are. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here this evening. You guys go get some rest, because some of you guys are like, can't wait to. Oh, well, thank you so much. I hope I'm waiting for the young lady to give me the thumbs up. They're sending for me in North Carolina. I will let you guys know when she contacts me to let you know when and what date, and I'll give you more information so you guys can go to her page so you can see the organization that she's with. She's sending for me. So hopefully I will be in North Carolina in November, and I will give you guys more information. Okay. So you guys share the broadcast, make sure you let people know. Coming to Germany, you got to send for me in Germany. And then I'm not going to travel alone when I go to Germany. I don't want to travel out of country alone. So that's just something that I have to think about, okay? But thank you guys for being here. You guys go be great, get you some rest, and have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I don't know what part of North Carolina. I have to check. She did send it to me and ask. Thank you so much, but I will let you know. Baltimore. All right. So you guys know my love goes out to you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening, okay? You guys go be great. Okay, you guys know I got to turn off each camera by itself. Guys, go be